Have you ever heard anybody while you've lived here all your life refer to Gibraltar as an island? They think it's an island?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
All the time.
I think they get it. Look, I've got a friend who talked to me about the Mandela effect, and from what I could tell, all he was doing was misremembering a whole load of things.
Yeah. Is it Gibraltar Straits plural or Gibraltar Strait singular?
It's the Straits.
Straits. Right? A lot of people here will say Straits. Why is it called Straits when there's only one strait?
I'm sorry, I'm Googling it. There's
no, it's okay. No,
it.
of course, you can Google it. Just trying to look for anything island games or island related. I'm gonna try and look for more evidence. There's a lot of books here. Why are they hosting the island games when they're not an island?
No idea.
No idea. Is it called Gibraltar Straits or Gibraltar Strait?
The Straits of Gibraltar.
Plural or singular?
The Straits of Gibraltar.
Plural.
And you look towards the Straits, it's the Straits of Gibraltar.
But it's evidence of another world. It'll even describe Gibraltar as an island, but on the map it won't show it as an island.
No.
Very interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah. And people have no idea why they call it straits when there's only one strait. And that's because in the other reality, this piece of land is actually an island. And there was always a strait to the north of the island and a strait to the south of the island. So it says Straits of Gibraltar. This book is ancient. Even in 1875, they were referring to it as Gibraltar Straits. These are actually 925 silver. We're gonna go have a look at the Rock of Gibraltar for one last time in another reality, in that we can't physically see. The land you see behind me is an island. It was an island. The Rock is what they called her. Long live the island of Gibraltar. Monday, July 25th. It's my last day here in the Gibraltar area. I have about 5 hours left. I'll be trying to do a quick few things here. I'm currently walking across the airport, and as you can see right here, it's very, very cloudy near the Rock. You can barely see the Rock, and it's crazy because over there you don't see the clouds very low. It's very clear. So every time you come here, there's like, it's almost as if this piece of land right here is in the clouds, and it's very, very weird. I just walked another 5 more minutes, and all those clouds that we saw, they just completely disappeared. That is very, very strange. There's something magical about this place, you guys. As you guys saw in the video, all those clouds. And I was talking to someone. I was walking into Gibraltar towards the Rock. I look up and the clouds are completely gone. It looked like so much clouds, and I'm like, where did the clouds go? So right now I'm headed to Panorama Daily, the place that we stopped by the other day, to try and get my, my story out there in their newspaper. So this is what I'm walking down, is kind of like another main street, but it's not as touristy as Main Street. It's the Irish town. So you'll find a lot more kind of like restaurants, shops to buy certain things, tattoos, get tattoos done, get a haircut. So this is almost like another Main Street. Very interesting here. Here we go, you guys. Panorama, the home of Gibraltarian newspapers since the 1800s. I just left Panorama Daily, and I spoke to, I guess, the main lady there. Her name is Lorraine. She got my email about Gibraltar being an island, and let's see if I can get our story out there into their newspaper. As I got a few hours left still here in Gibraltar, the island of Gibraltar. Just bought some more souvenirs from Adam. Guys, I recommend you, if you ever get to visit the island, go stop by Adam, buy some souvenirs here. Really great people that work there. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and search for more souvenirs before I leave. Let's see what else I can find. So I'm here at a shop called the Imperial New Agency, and I'm trying to look for ship models. I can't find any, but I'm going to go ahead and ask these guys a question. Yeah, are you Gibraltarian?
Yeah.
You lived here all your life?
Yep. Well, I've lived in the UK for a while as well, and around the world.
Okay, nice. Let me ask you a random question. Have you ever heard anybody while you've lived here all your life refer to Gibraltar as an island? They think it's an island?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
All the time.
I think they get it from comic books and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because
it's almost an island.
Yeah, it's almost an island. And then you end up having to correct them that it's not an island, it's a peninsula.
Yeah, well, they could just look when they cross the border.
When they cross the border. Yeah, so I'm actually I'm here, I'm part of my vacation for investigating this phenomenon, supernatural phenomenon, in which it's called the Mandela effect. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it.
I have.
Yeah. So people have memories of things or things existing or happening a certain way, but when they look at it now, it never happened. Yeah. Right? So
very often childhood memories, like stuff about cartoons.
Yeah, or product logos, or people doing something, or history is different. Yeah. And so a huge Mandela effect for people is that this piece of land called Gibraltar was actually
an island.
Was actually an island. Have you ever heard of the island games?
Of course. Yeah, Gibraltar competes in them.
They, you know, they did the island games here in 1995, 2019.
Correct.
3 years ago. Why is Gibraltar hosting the island games when it's not an island?
Because when the island games is a place where small nations can compete against each other. Now, you could turn around and say, okay, you're not an island, go make your own games and go play by yourself. Yeah. That would suck. So they said, no, all these small nations. So it's really islands and small nations. Small nations. Yeah, I get that. So I think we're getting too hung up on the word island. Yeah. Right? Yeah. The idea is to give a place for all these small countries to be able to play games against each other without getting battered by the larger countries. Right. And that's what it's about. I think we don't need to get too hung up on whether it's an island or not. Yeah. But put it this way, if you go over north a bit and you dig a trench, we'll be an island. Where the airport is and stuff.
So then, yeah, I understand that argument. But if you go to Wikipedia and you actually look at all the 27 participants, geographically, they are all islands except for Gibraltar.
Okay, so the simple question would it be better to exclude Gibraltar from the island games and then they can't play?
Well, there's a reason why it's called island games, right?
No.
Why, so then why call it island games?
It's getting too hung on precise definitions. The point of the island games is so small nations can play together fairly and enjoy and compete against each other. Look, I've got a friend who talked to me about the Mandela effect, and from what I could tell, all he was doing was misremembering a whole load of things, finding other people who misremembered it similarly, and they were all agreeing with each other and convincing themselves that what they misremembered was the truth.
So you don't think there's more to it?
No, absolutely.
All of it's just all of it's just misremembering.
If you look at the world, there is no shortage of humans getting stuff wrong. No, I don't think there's anything more to it. Every story I've heard about the Mandela effect, I've sat there and I've said, let me put it like this. Go ahead. There is an effect where sometimes you forget how a word is spelled. Right? And you sit there and you remember the correct spelling and you go, something in my brain is telling me that that's wrong though. And yet you check the dictionary and it's not wrong. Right? Now I could go around, find a few other people who have the same thought as me. We can all agree on the new spelling and we can say, oh, the dictionary's changed. Mandela effect. You know, if I get enough people to agree with me, I'll end up believing it. So now that doesn't mean that all the dictionaries in the world were changed. It just means I got a few people to agree with me and I've convinced myself. Gotcha. Right? I think that's how religion happens. I think that's what the Mandela effect is. And I can tell you Gibraltar was not an island. No, I know. I know. And you know. So now there was a lagoon in the north. Right, which meant that rather than this 3/4 of a kilometer strip of land,
the inundation,
the strip of land that actually connected Gibraltar was probably at 1.5 meters wide. I'm getting. Now it would be normal to see a strip. I think you got customers here, and to say, oh, it's an island. You wouldn't really be wrong. Or would you?
So just one more question: is it Gibraltar Straits plural or Gibraltar Strait singular?
No, the Straits of Gibraltar. Now that's an etymology question. It's the Straits.
Straits. Right. A lot of people here will say Straits. A lot of the souvenirs will say Straits. Why is it called Straits when there's only one strait?
You have to look at what the word Straits means. Straits is not the same as the word S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T.
Well, on maps it'll say straight, but for some reason people refer to it as Straits.
We'd have to look up the etymology. If I get my phone.
If you look at a map, it'll say straight. Even though people refer to it as Straits. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check that.
Straight is correct.
Yeah.
Why is it called the Straits? What's the plural?
Why do people refer to it as Straits?
Of Gibraltar. I've always heard of it as the Straits of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
But it is the strait.
And
I'm sorry, I'm googling it. There's no
it's okay. No, of course you can Google it.
It doesn't just sound. I mean, forgive me, but not to be like really hard-headed.
No, it's all good.
It's not that it sounds crazy. It's wrong. Gibraltar was never an island. It doesn't matter how many people say it.
No, I know.
You know, they can say it as much as they like,
totally.
but it wasn't an island.
Yeah.
Gibraltar hasn't pushed north.
It's always been connected as a peninsula. I know.
In human living memory, look, there was a time where the rock did its little flip.
Yeah, and that's
right?
that's why Jurassic limestone is found at the top of the rock.
And that is also, well, the whole rock is limestone, right? And basically what's happened is in one of the earthquakes, probably in one of the openings of the Mediterranean, which I believe has happened, it's definitely more than 10 times. Opening, closing, opening, closing. We're talking
millions of years. Humans, yes, millions of years,
and also during humans.
Yeah. You know, here are, you just got to understand that you're going to be interacting with people who are from this, I guess you could say, universe, or their souls are from this universe, timeline, history, whatever you want to call it. The gentleman in the store, Brian, he was really nice. There's gonna be people that, it's hard to prove your case because the way it is now, it has always been this way in this reality. So I'm right here in front of an antique store. I have a few more hours left here. I'm gonna try and search for any other souvenirs that I think are, I should take with me back home. This coin says 1995. I have a feeling, Pop Joy, that this might be an Island Games coin. Let me find out. All right, you guys, trying to look for anything Island Games or island related. This guy has so much Gibraltar antique stuff, and I'm trying to look for Island Games. I was correct. It actually is in Island Games, and this is a 7 sport. Awesome. That's crazy. Didn't think I would find one here because I passed by here the other day, and I didn't even pay attention, but I saw 1995 and it looked like one, so I knew, I had a feeling it was one. Gonna try and search for more. He told me that there's more in the back of the store, so I'm gonna try and look. I'm gonna try and look for more evidence. There's a lot of books here. Got a few more hours till I leave Gibraltar. Such a cool collection here. I literally wish I could just have everything. Toy soldiers, even a chessboard. We got some cannons down here. I think I might get that. Get this one over here, the black one. It looks so cool. The store is pretty cool, guys. Wow. So I have here the gentleman looking for a, there's none that says island. There's none that he can think of that say island in text or books that he's ever seen that says island. So I don't have time to look through all this. I'm gonna have to come on another trip and also go to the Garrison Library for that. And so now my last resort is to try and find a painting that depicts Gibraltar as if it was an island. If there was water to the north of Gibraltar and to the south. Let's see what we can find. Oh no, this is attached to Spain. This is from the north. Have you ever met anyone, cause are you Gibraltarian?
Yeah.
You lived here all your life?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard anybody call or refer to Gibraltar as if it were an island? They call it the island of Gibraltar?
No.
Never? Never. This is the first time you're hearing this then?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Why is Gibraltar hosting the Island Games when it's not an island? Do you know the answer to that?
No idea.
No idea. But they hosted the Island Games here.
Island Games?
Yeah, it was here. 3 years ago in 1995.
True.
Yeah. Why are they hosting the Island Games when they're not an island?
No idea.
No idea. Is it called Gibraltar Straits or Gibraltar Strait?
The Straits of Gibraltar.
Plural or singular?
The Straits of Gibraltar.
Plural. Gibraltar Straits with an S.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Why is it called Gibraltar Straits when it's only one strait? Do you know the answer to that?
The Straits.
Yeah. Why is it called Straits when there's only one strait?
Because there are two straits. One is Gibraltar, the other one is Ceuta. Ceuta and Gibraltar.
No, the Ceuta doesn't have its own strait. It's called Gibraltar Strait.
Strait of Gibraltar, yeah.
No, it's called Gibraltar Strait, singular, with no S.
Who says that?
You can look it up on maps. It's called Gibraltar Strait. It's singular. There's only one strait. So why do people call it Gibraltar Straits?
Because if you go to Ceuta, Spanish Morocco,
Yeah.
and you look towards the Straits, it's the Straits of Gibraltar, and it's not the Strait of Ceuta. But it's still called the Straits of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Because, it seems that there are two straits.
Yeah.
One from Gibraltar and the other one from Ceuta.
So why isn't it called Ceuta Strait?
What?
It's called Gibraltar Strait, right?
Yeah.
But Ceuta doesn't have a strait.
No.
It's called. But people.
It has a strait, but it's called under Gibraltar.
Huh. Interesting. I gotta look that up. And this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
So Ceuta has its own strait.
No,
but
it's the same one as the Gibraltar one.
Oh, but they share the same water though. They share the same strait.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So one end is Gibraltar, the other
Wow.
one is the other.
First time I'm hearing this, guy. So
Yeah,
I like how people give me different explanations for this,
The other
and
one,
I'm
the
gonna
other
research
end is
this.
Ceuta, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Wow.
is Spanish Morocco.
Wow. Perfect. What's your name, sir?
Sam.
Sam. Thank you so much for this. It was.
Very welcome.
Thank you. But it's evidence of another world, in which Gibraltar is actually an island. So I'm trying to gather evidence. And look at this book. Gibraltar, and it refers to it as an island. So this is the reason why I was asking if you ever met anyone during your lifetime here refer to Gibraltar as an island.
No.
No, never. First time you're hearing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you turn to the back, it'll even describe Gibraltar as an island, but on the map it won't show it as an island.
No.
Very interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Not straight.
Yeah, straight, singular.
Singular, yeah.
Right. So, but why? My thing is, why do people call it straits with a plural?
I think what I said before.
34.
Because it's really the strait. You look from Ceuta, it's one strait.
Yeah.
And if you look from Gibraltar, it's another strait.
Right.
Although they say
Yeah,
same
yeah,
one.
yeah. I get
It's
that.
the same one.
Gotcha. That's the first time I'm hearing this. I'm gonna have to do research on that, guy. So
Yeah.
he's saying that the reason why it's called Gibraltar Straits is because Ceuta has its own strait, but it shares the same strait as Gibraltar, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. But this is the first time I'm hearing this, and I'm gonna have to research that once I get the chance. Even right behind us, guys, look at this. They call it Gibraltar Straits, even though there's one strait. You can look on the map, and the correct definition is actually strait because there's only one strait. And you'll see plenty of souvenirs here in Gibraltar and text everywhere referring to straits. And people have no idea why they call it straits when there's only one strait. And that's because in the other reality, the other universe, this piece of land is actually an island. And there was always a strait to the north of the island and a strait to the south of the island. Straits. It says straits right here. Straits of Gibraltar. So I literally just bought the Island Games token, coin, and I was about to leave. I just had to look one more time to see if I could find something else before I leave. And look what I found, guys. An old book that says Gibraltar Straits. I'm gonna find out what year it is and how much it's worth. It's upside down, so you can probably read it there. Straits of Gibraltar. So it says Straits of Gibraltar. This book is ancient. It's 1875. Even in 1875, they were referring to it as Gibraltar Straits.
Nelson as well, which is 1805.
Nelson as well. Lord Nelson.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And wow, that's amazing. There's a map in there too. How much is that book worth?
600.
600 euros. Wow, you guys.
Yeah, it's a very rare book.
Oh man, that's expensive.
It's a very rare book.
Wow, you guys. Wow, that's amazing. We had a look at it, and they fixed it. Now it's not upside down, but you can see there it says Straits. A very antique book from 1875. The price, the lowest he brought it to was 400 euros. And I said, I'm sorry, that's way too much, you know, just for Straits. I gave him an offer and he didn't want to take it. I gave him an offer of 200 euros. I'll pay for that. Like, I'll literally pay for it because it's evidence. Reality residue from the island of Gibraltar, when there was a strait to the north of the island and a strait to the south of the island. So as I was walking down Main Street, I figured I'd pass by the Treasury to see if I could find any more island games coins from 1995 to see if the ones I bought 2 weeks ago were the last ones, and it ends up that they actually restocked, and kind of upsetting me because I literally thought I bought all the ones that remaining in Gibraltar, and I actually, gentleman here, because the other lady which I bought it with didn't know the exact amount that they had, but it turns out this gentleman knows a little bit more, and there's at least 1,000 island games, 1995 coins, and 1,000 there's approximately, not exactly, but there's approximately 1,000 left of the 6 and 7 sports left in their vaults, and they have 40 of each currently because they restocked when I purchased all of them that they had in here. So it's kind of upsetting, but I did find out that they actually have silver versions of the 6 and 7 sports. So the gentleman went inside to find out how many they have left of the silver ones, and it's probably around less than 10. And that for sure, he knows that they don't have any more in the vaults, and whatever they have here of the silver versions, made of silver, not copper or nickel like the other ones, that's all they have left here. So I asked him if he could check, and I'd be interested in purchasing all of those because there's no more silver ones. Guys, I just purchased this. I'm literally sitting in front of the Treasury Bank. These are actually 925 silver, and I had no idea that they make silver versions of the 6 and 7 sports for 1995. I purchased these both for 40 pounds each, so 80 pounds, about $100 approximately, and I am really happy with these purchases. And like I said, you guys, there was 23 left. I purchased 2, so that means there's only 21 of these left, and they will never mint more of these ever again. So if you want to get one, you have to come in person. They will not send you these silver ones by mail. So the gentleman at the Treasury Bank, Darren, that was his name. I even asked him the same question, you know, if he's ever met anyone that has referred to call to Gibraltar as an island, and the answer was yes. More than 90% of the people will say yes here, and there's a reason why, you guys. And I'm running short on time, and I'm making my way back to my hotel to pick up my luggage and head to the airport. I am so sad that this is my probably, who knows, my last time here. But who knows, maybe I'll return one day. Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, July 26th. It's currently about 1 p.m. and I am currently in Plaza Alta here in Algeciras, Spain, which is right across the bay from Gibraltar. The Bay of Gibraltar, or Bay of Algeciras, there's 2 names for it. And the reason why I'm here is because I missed my flight yesterday. I missed my flight leaving from Gibraltar Airport back to the States. And I missed it by 10 minutes. I missed the check-in by 10 minutes, and I was really upset, kind of disappointed that I missed it, because it was my dream to leave from the island of Gibraltar, from the airport that did not exist in the other reality in which Gibraltar is an island. And it was my dream, and for some reason it's the first flight that I believe I've ever missed in my whole entire life. And I've taken many flights. I've been to many places around the world, and this is my first ever flight that I ever missed. It's kind of strange and really upset, and I missed it by only a few minutes. Even though the flight was delayed, they still couldn't check me in because their system had closed. So now I have to take a different route, and I'll be heading to Madrid to take a flight from Madrid. But yeah, I'm currently in Algeciras. We're gonna go have a look at the Rock of Gibraltar for one last time, physically for me. Who knows if I'll ever return. I hope to make it one day back to Gibraltar. Who knows, maybe I'll come back, but for now this will conclude my trip for this region. I came to Parque Centenario, del Centenario. It's literally on the west side of the Bay of Algeciras. So for the Spanish people here in Spain, this is known as the Bay of Algeciras, And for the people in Gibraltar, they'll call it the Bay of Gibraltar. So the bay has two names. And I'm currently walking, and from the ground appears Gibraltar right ahead of me, the Lost Island of Gibraltar. I'm gonna take a quick video. It was such a pleasure visiting the island, getting to know the culture, experiencing it, the people there, meeting all types of people from different cultures. And I just want to give a big thank you to everyone I met during my trip to this entire region, which includes Spain, Gibraltar, the cities of Ceuta, Melilla, everyone that I've met. And if you're watching this and if you've subscribed to my channel, thank you so much, you guys, for the experience here in this region, this part of the earth that I've never been to before. Here to prove my case that in another reality, in that which we can't physically see, the land you see behind me is an island. It was an island, or it is an island in another reality. And so here we go, you guys. I just want to read a quick poem that I had written this morning, literally at the last minute. I came up with this poem probably within like 20 minutes. And so here it goes, you guys. Let's put the video on her and I'll read the poem out loud for you guys. She is the keys to the Mediterranean, rising from the sea with a very steep gradient, with old world monkeys roaming atop. Jurassic limestone can also be found on top. Many have sailed the Straits to seize her, magical and breathtaking when one sees her. The Rock is what they called her. Long live the island of Gibraltar. Here she goes, you guys. Farewell, Gibraltar. Talk to you guys soon.